Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about the link between your rest ritual and productivity. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. This is gonna be a fun video because I'm all about obsessed with productivity. I think many men are as well, and many high-performing women are as well. I think everyone likes to be productive, to be honest, now that I think about it. So if you understand productivity, you understand, okay, how much can you produce, right? Productivity, if you break it down, like how much can you produce? What are some outputs that you can actually generate as you're doing whatever you're doing? So the link between the rest ritual. So let's get the baseline of the rest ritual. Again, if you're new to the video, it'll make sense to you. If you're not, this is just a good repetition that we always want to keep listening to as we keep learning new information. So the rest rituals itself, it really starts 2 to 3 hours before bed, right? What are you actually doing 2 to 3 hours before bed? What type of thoughts are you having? Are you winding down? Is your area clean? And then of course, boom, when you go from the wake state to the sleep state, and then you eventually knock off for a few hours, usually between 6 to 8 hours, and after that, then you just go ahead and wake up. But then that'll be considered the rise ritual, which we'll talk about in other videos. But in this video, the rest ritual is gonna be more important because now when you are sleeping, there's a lot of things that are happening within you that you should be really cognizant of, because it's training you for the following day. And so if you want to be productive, or if you want to increase your productivity, let's figure out, okay, what is our baseline productivity? Do you feel productive right now? Like, are you able to do the different tasks that you set yourself that you're going to be able to do? If you cannot, then maybe your productivity is not to the optimal level it can be. Now, overall, right, if you're overweight, you're gonna have a lot less energy to do things. And why is that? It's because your body is always feeling slow. And so in general, that's what that happens. But we want to talk about from the perspective of you actually thinking the right thoughts before you go to bed. So like if you're having negative thoughts during the day, your productivity is going to be completely shattered, because you're not allowing it to actually get what it needs when it's actually sleeping. So we need to rewire, reframe the concept of what productivity is going to be, right? So let's figure out, what is productivity to you? Let's ask that question first. Once we do, then let's figure out, okay, if I know what productivity looks like, or maybe I know of someone that has done or is productive, or you're looking at me and you're like, okay, you're productive as well. And then you'll be like, okay, so what is he doing, right? And then we sort of break it down. You break it down, you think about, okay, what are the thoughts he's having or she's having to get that, become that productive. It's very esoteric at this point, but you have to be thinking about these questions because you are interested in being productive. And if you're going to be interested in being productive, then you got to figure out, okay, what is the genesis of the word? What is the baseline understanding of it? How do I actually become it? In my mind, the word productive means the ability to do anything, any given task at any given moment with immense amount of focus. Right? So focus to me is a superpower, I believe. If you put your mind to something, you can pretty much get anything done. And that's what I've been able to do with my body for the last 2 years, right? So I'm just been a freaking missile or a rocket ship, just in one direction and just chugging away, irrespective of the results that are coming. I try to enjoy it, but then there's this one North Star that I'm going for. And it'll be very interesting to get there. So that's my way of being productive, is like, okay, I have this one grand mission. How do I sort of gather the troops, so to say, to get everyone on the same page? So that's what I want to do, and that's what I think about all day long, right? So I mean, this ties into rest and rise ritual as well, but in reality, the rest ritual is super duper important because you just had a whole long day, you processed a lot of information, you performed a lot of things that you haven't processed yet, right? There's a lot of performing happening, you're acting a lot of behaviors, habits, etc. And so when you're about to go to sleep, you're about to analyze all of this, process this information, so that way you can talk about it in a given, later given day. And that's gonna be critical, right? So for me, my North Star, I think about this shit all day long. As a result, when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about it as well. And so I'm training my subconscious mind to also be thinking about it. And it's perpetually going to be thinking about it. So in my mind, being productive is just one of those things that will get me to the North Star. But of course, your productivity could be your goal as well. And you'll see a lot of other things carried with it as well. It's going to be an amazing experience if you can. With that being said, guys, hopefully all that made sense to you. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. Other than that, go ahead and hit that like button, letting letting me know you like the video. If you dislike the video, definitely dislike the video, letting me know why you dislike the video. And as always, go ahead and hit subscribe. This lets me know that you actually like my stuff. And there's also a notification bell. Check it out. That's going to be great for you if you want to know exactly when the next video pops off, or if you want to, when the next video does, you can go ahead and watch it then and there, or watch it later at a given time. Okay, cool. With that, hopefully every one of you have an amazing day. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.